Hey everyone, Kevin Coburn here, intuitive medium tarot reader. This video is going to be about tarot cards. My journey, how I started, a few bumps on the road that I ran into, where I am now. I have been reading professionally since 2012, and with some pointers on if you're new to reading or if you've even been around a reader as long as I have, just some different ways of looking at things. So if that interests you at all, then stay tuned. So I started reading back in my teens. Got that traditional Rider Waite deck. Looks something like this. This is a small deck. This is my fun travel deck I take with me. So started with that and had that deck for many, many years. In the books the main book, I think there wasn't many to pick from back then, especially in my area of the country, small town. Um, Eden Gray, I think that was the author of the book, Eden Gray's book on tarot. It was a little overwhelming for a teen, I thought, but I stuck with it and I learned the general meanings. But I got confused because kept running into different books or different viewpoints throughout those early years on how you're supposed to read, what card meant what, because they would differ depending on what book you picked up. So it wasn't until many years later um, that when I was out here in California many years ago, that I finally ran into a book that really changed things. I think it was from the author was Richard Arnold, I think, and it was about just called it, I think, the Intuitive Tarot, and it really opened my eyes. It really helped. Um, those internal nods when you read something you agree with. Oh, this makes sense. Oh, this makes sense. So from then on, the doors just kind of flung open, um, and I learned to trust your intuition more so rather than sticking with the exact meanings that you see in the many books that are out there. So learning the meanings is important. I think having the core meanings of the four suits, your aces, your wands, your cups, your swords, and the major arcana, what those mean. Um, but when you throw that intuitive slant into it, it really helps open things up that much more, and you can see it in a much broader view, and then know that you don't have to be, the seventh son of the seventh son, in a long line of psychics in order to read tarot. I mean, you can be, of course, both. Um, so thankfully, I have both going on for me there. Not the seven sons thing, but um, anywho, so that's how I started, and things really opened up after that book. Now, there are still many ways to read, as you'll find in the many books, or just watch a few videos on whether reversals, if a card comes up upside down or not. It's read differently depending on what the book says. How I read them, if a card happens to come up reversed, then to me it just means it's more of an internal aspect that's not outwardly expressed, or depending on the situation, the layout, that card really means something to pay attention to. That's really an important card for the layout, for the spread rather. As far as spreads, there are tons of them out there. I tend to stick with two of the oldies but goodies, my favorites. Of course, one card readings are great. Three cards are good, past, present, future type things, but you can tweak that. Situation, outcome, advice, how to get there. But the Celtic Cross 10 card spread, that's my go-to. Um, and how to pose a question. That's something TV Hollywood presents well, everything Hollywood presents is, sensationalized. So when you see a tarot reading in a movie or a TV, it's always really kind of whack, but it's always, oh, scary, and the death card, oh my God, oh my God. Oh, but so there are many meanings when you combine your intuitive sense with the core um, meanings of the cards. So it's that great blend. So don't pay attention too much for the entertainment value of Hollywood. But you'll see some people out there, like even some videos that I keep running across. You've got they'll just show the cards being done with the ladies' gypsy hands and all the rings and talking in an exotic accent and all this stuff is just so out there to me. I read very down to earth. There's hardly any woo woo in my readings, whether I'm doing tarot or mediumship. Uh, so you'll find it that again, you'll find that a mix everywhere. Uh, so how to pose a question, as I was my original point. Um, Having open-ended questions seems to provide the best result. So if you're looking for, uh, so rather than when will I get married, when will I, meet the love of my life, kind of switch that around. Go, what do I need to know right now about finding the love of my life? That will provide you much more useful information because it's all about helping you manifest your dreams and wishes. So, providing yes or no, sometimes it works. I've found it works sometimes. So, I won't, poo poo it all the way. But if you tend to get better results if you pose open ended questions. Let's see. And also, another great way to utilize uh, to infuse in your readings. The more you know about numerology and astrology, that helps immensely because a lot of these cards, all the cards have an astrological influence as well. Um, like, per se, here, the Devil card. The Devil card is also the card of Capricorn. So it's great for time frames um, and just numbers in itself. Let's see if you had. Let me just pull this out. Oh yeah, here's a good one. So if you pull like say like a two of Pentacles, twos are about uh, decision, cooperation, choices and so forth. So as much you don't have to be, um, have a master's degree in either field, but just knowing those few key components of numerology and astrology will really help your readings as well. So that's kind of it as far as the main decks that I have are I have 17 decks, but I only read from about 7 or 8 of them, and they all are influenced again by the Rider Waite. Um, Variants of those that you'll find. This deck I like a lot is the Cosmic Tarot. So the drawings are a little different, but still very influenced by Rider Waite. So that's a fun deck. Also, this one here, the Mythic Tarot. This is pretty good. Similar themes as the Rider Waite. And another good one is that I read a lot from is the Morgan Greer Tarot. Morgan Greer Tarot. These are very colorful. Like I said, there are tons and tons of hundreds of tarot decks out there. So find one that speaks to you if you're new. Just because most people start with a Rider Waite, that might not sing to you. So if you stumble upon like one of these funky decks here, the Muse Tarot or the Cosmic Coven, hey, if it works for you, go for it. Go for it. So, anywho, so that is a general outline of how I read. Um, and when I do tarot parties, I like to do I like to give everyone at least 10 minutes because you can get a lot of great insight in a 10-minute reading with the right spread, Celtic crosses, so forth. Um, though if you're if your time is limited, then you can get a lot of info from any 3 card reading as well. So just trust your gut. That's the main thing. Trust your gut. Um, don't be so concerned with how Hollywood represents it, like I kind of went into with the Hollywood method and the gypsy mentality. You'll know if you've got a shyster, as if, oh, they'll tell you, oh, well, you need to come back. You've got a curse. You need to keep coming back and give me all this money to buy these special candles and special bath oils to get rid of the negative energy around you. I mean, it's all nonsense. It's all nonsense. So nothing's scary about tarot. It's all, it just, for me, it's a great way to provide insight and guidance to those in need. That's my core thing, without all the woo woo, just down to earth um, guidance and suggestions for action on your part. So, well, we can't make decisions for you, but hey, we can at least read the energy of the situation, and then that will help you make the decision because it's your life. You need to make your own decisions. Don't go to tarot readers and psychics if you need to find out, if you need someone else to decide for you, should I leave my husband, should I get that divorce, should I quit my job. Any ethical psychic will say, well, that's not my choice. I'll help you read the energy around it, but you need to make that decision. If they want to take away your control, then that's not the reader for you. It's not an ethical reader. You need someone who doesn't take away your power, because you have your own power to create your own destiny. Uh, you just need someone there who can guide help guide you through turbulent waters. so so that's a brief synopsis. I guess it's still not that brief. It's 12 minutes, 12 and a half minutes, but been wanting to make this video. And a similar thing I'll probably do on mediumship. I mean, that's going to have a lot of the same similar threads here as far as how to connect with spirit and how to avoid what Hollywood puts out there. The readings that you see and so forth are so highly edited. It's outrageous. So, anyways, I hope this video was of use. So, and if you have any holiday celebrations, family get-togethers in this Hollywood, in this Long Beach, Signal Hill area, I do tarot parties. I can even do a mediumship gallery as well. So if you're looking for some party entertainment, check out my site and give me a shout out, and we'll connect and make it happen. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.